Alright, welcome back to the vlog. Do it.
I'm not gonna do the fucking YouTube. I'm too tired. I'm too hungover. What's going on? Actually, nah, none of that today.
Todd's the king of what's going on YouTube?
You do the whole thing where you like the video, thumbs up on the video, all the crazy things, the Zoom things, but yeah, I'm dead. I'm hungover as fuck, so none of that today.
Alright, this vlog, first of all, you guys ask for Za almost every time. Because
I don't know why.
Last time I think we just ate Taco Bell.
That was a Taco Bell,
20,000
No, wait, no, the last one, wasn't that, no, the last, that was two before. The last one was Times Square.
Oh yeah, Times Square was tough times.
That
was tough times.
That was
tough times. But people, I've had Jerry on a lot, but today is a different kind of episode. Speaking of Jerry, it wasn't planned when me and Jerry went to go do that video where it was like where he was from, his story.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a story at this fucking place, and Jerry's was crazy. Someone that's never talked about one is this schmohawk. All right, so yeah, this episode I'm gonna get into kind of Za's whole backstory from Zimbabwe. How he's gonna pretty much just enlighten us because I know nothing about like dwarfism, right?
Yeah. Dwarfism is official. Actually, it's the first time I've ever done this.
Yeah, I know.
You're talking about.
It's crazy.
I don't even know what to say, but I guess it will just come out. Right?
I mean, it's your life. I'm pretty sure you know how to say it. All right. Well, first of all, explain. You grew up in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
I have no idea. It's in Africa. I couldn't tell you where exactly it is. I know nothing outside of. I went to Mississippi. I thought I was in a third world country, so I have no idea. So explain
I feel you on that. It does.
About
Mississippi.
Growing up in Zimbabwe.
Mississippi does give some third world vibes, especially when we went for that for LeBron and James. Oh, but yeah, no, born and raised in Zimbabwe. In the big city named Harare. Harare at that time probably.
Harare.
Yeah, H-A-R-A-R-E. Massive city. Probably had like 3 million people at the time. So it's a huge city. Grew up there. I went to a small farming school outside of, I think it was like 20 miles, 30 Ks.
What does farming mean?
So it was in a farming area. So it was a school for the farming, it was a school built to serve the farming community that was there. So a lot of the kids that were at that school were the local farmers' kids that went to that school. So that's famously known for the aliens.
Yeah, he's seen aliens and shit. And I actually, he's talked about that thousands of times.
You can go look at microdosing and all that.
Yeah, I mean, it's outrageous. You just saw aliens. He's like, whatever. I'm like, you saw aliens. Aliens are real. In Zimbabwe, like, I got so many stupid questions.
Fire away.
You got cars.
Bingo, boom. So we drive. Okay, there we go. There's a good difference right there. We drive on the other side. So the driver's side is on the other side of the car, and we drive
like
on the other
in
side
Europe.
of the road. Yeah.
Okay.
So other side of the car.
You ever realize that? What? Mailmen drive on the different side. Their driver's thing's on the right side.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It's outrageous. Makes no sense.
Wait, what? No, for real?
Mailmen in the U.S. drive on they drive on the right side of the street, but their driver's wheel and shit is on the European Africa.
I've never actually noticed that. I'm gonna go look at Tiffany's car next time.
Yeah, you should.
Next time she's by the thing.
It makes no sense. Obviously you're growing up as a kid, and everyone's you're the same height as everybody. Yeah. Were you taller than everybody back then?
So I was actually I was sitting here trying to think of when I started to notice. I believe the first time, if I'm not mistaken, that I can recall, I was 8 years old. 8 years old. That's grade 2, grade 3, whatever grade that is. 8 years old, grade 2. There was a kid who, I just so I hadn't fully mastered the language. I just learned how to speak the language and all that. There was a kid who I had a cousin that was 3 years older than I was at that particular school. He was in that same grade school. He was in the same grade as him. Kid just fucking came, took my hat off my head, and did the whole fucking thing where you do the thing. So that was the first incident.
I want to beat this guy.
No, it was brutal.
That's terrible.
I was brutal. So actually, what happened was my cousin heard about it, and he actually did get beaten up and all that. But that was the first. But I started noticing it in sports. Athlete, best athlete. I always say this: if we were all the same height in terms of, there's no one that can catch on to sports better than I do. No one's technique looks as good as mine does in multiple sports. I mean, you just take a look at my golf swing.
Weren't you like one of the best butterfly swimmers?
Fastest. So Zimbabwe under-9 butterfly swimmer, right here. Played a lot of rugby. I played cricket. I played golf. I did it all. I played tennis. I swam. And yeah, so through that is when I love playing sports. So through that is when I started noticing, so like coaches are like, hey, all right, you're not allowed to play your favorite position anymore because...
Wait, let me back it up for a second. Because now I'm thinking, like, did your parent, like, do you know when you're born?
Yeah. So
they
apparently
knew you were going to be a midget.
So my dad is a doctor. It's I was born, actually, you know what? That was bad. We didn't say this at the beginning. I was born with it's a condition, I guess condition for lack of better words. It's called achondroplegia. So
achondroplegia?
Achondroplegia, however you pronounce it.
Put that up. Put a definition on that.
So one of the characteristics of achondroplegia is that right there, right? So kids with achondroplegia, you see that? That V right there. I can't put my fingers together. So that's one of the traits, right? One of your hands will have.
You can't do that.
Put your like this. I can't do that on this hand.
What?
Like.
No, I understand. Yeah. That's how you know.
So that's one of them. So another thing is when you're born, and even now your head is usually, it's bigger than your frame. You got a bigger head for what your frame is thinking. So that's one of the signs, I think.
And is there another one? Huge ass.
That.
Show him your ass. Show him your ass.
Bow legs.
Look at that sucker.
And then the bow legs. And then the bow legs is a kid.
Okay, so you
yeah. So my parents were very aware.
But they
when I popped out.
So then obviously you don't want to tell.
Yeah, I mean it's
when you're a kid.
I didn't even know. So I didn't know. I didn't understand any of this stuff probably up until like I reached, I'd say maybe high school.
Yeah, I mean,
when I started.
Probably like, why the fuck is that? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. So it's through that. It's through like sports and stuff. So like I all of a sudden could not play hooker because I'm way too short to reach the two props. It's position and rugby.
Hooker?
Hooker, yeah. you hang on.
You size older than hookers in middle school? Jesus Christ.
So through that, and then the swimming, of course, because other kids, the big thing about swimming is the foot size.
Yeah.
How big your thing is. At the time when our feet were all the same size, that's when I used to dominate kids. When their feet started growing bigger, that's when I started getting smoked.
Was that like hard for you when people were like making fun of you?
Yeah, so
at that point,
as a kid, man, I mean, it's not until now that I know what this whole mental health stuff is. I lived through that whole mental health thing because I mean, it's. I mean, I don't want to make it too sad in a way, but it's tough. It's tough when someone, you know, it's like, you know, I have no answers for you.
Yeah.
People are asking, it's like, yo, why Eli? I'm like, dude, I don't know. It's like, I don't know.
That's the worst part because, like, obviously, so coming from someone that, like, I obviously have questions too, but I also don't really care. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you're just my guy already, so it doesn't matter. But I think it is important for people to like learn about other shit. My biggest thing with people, bro, is that they live in just their world and never stepped into someone else's. Like, you've made me step into other people's worlds because I've learned about it. I've taken steps to help and mentor other kids in different shitty situations. Just because I lived in a good situation and I'm good, like, doesn't mean, like, it makes you appreciate other things.
Yeah. It's tough to put yourself in other people's shoes. Yeah. And I mean, it's tough for me to explain because I mean it's brutal. It's not like all right. The only time I got a break, the only time I was okay and I really got a break and I was safe was when I was at home.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, because you're out in public, you're meeting person and new person after new person after new person, and people don't know how to behave. They don't even know your ass. They just point and be like, "Look at that motherfucking type of shit." So you're going through that as a kid, and I mean, I don't know how I got through it. I guess I started learning. It got easier. The older you get, it gets easier. So now I'm fine. So now I'm fine.
Oh, yeah.
It's brutal. So adults are fine. Adults are okay. It's kids.
Yeah.
Because adults know to keep their thoughts to themselves and kind of thing. But kids are curious. Kids are curious. They just don't know. They don't know any better, and they are viciously honest. And they are. I'm guessing you remember the incident. I don't know what incident you're referring to, but
no, it's just remember we were on the plane and a little kid was sitting next to you and started freaking out.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? I'm like,
yeah.
God damn it, he's and you're like, Marty, I gotta get out of here. This kid's crying. I'm making kids cry. But it is right. Like, that's not like their fault, obviously,
yeah.
and you know that. But like now because it's no matter what. Like, you know yourself, and when you going through that had to be fucking awful.
Yeah.
So when you're at home, it's probably nice because everyone's like, oh, it's just.
Yeah, it's not. The conversation was never about my height. It's about something else. But yeah, no, the kids aspect of it was probably, I would say, the most brutal aspect of it. But I mean, with time, it gets easier.
Yeah.
It's
once you're growing,
yeah.
like you're like, I shouldn't say grow, you know. It's. Oh. So like hearing that, bro, the craziest thing about you is like you are something else because you're positive as fuck all the time, and it's like I look sometimes like I'll be upset about something or in my head about something. I'm like, this motherfucker is just positive nonstop. And like the funniest thing about you too is that when you first got to Barstool, that video of you yelling at Smitty and shit is it's like. Not you.
Yeah.
Like you did that because one, you wanted to work there. Two, you kind of wanted to stay in America.
Yep.
So like, it's just funny to see like, and knowing you outside of work, because I actually know you more outside of work than inside. It's like it's cool. It's cool to see how positive you are and to be open about it and like to be on a platform now. It's like everyone just come up to you for you. Does that make you feel better, or is it like?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be positive. If I beat myself up through all this shit, I would have been dead by now. So I mean, you gotta look for the positive things in life, as you pointed out earlier. I mean, put yourself in other people's shoes. Everyone's got problems. We all got a different kind of problems, and you gotta manage that. I actually was because I was talking to my brother when I initially got the offer from Dave, I'd be like, yo, I don't know how this is gonna go down, the Barstool crowd and all that, and it's I mean, the Stoolies have really accepted me, and it's more people like you that send DMs. They're like, yo, I don't mean to be rude or whatever, but I'm just curious how they do. So they hear the little tidbits when we're talking on radio, and then they're very curious. So like, for example, the one thing that they ask about in my sex life, when we start dropping like, hey, we're dating. I was dating I was dating a 6 foot tall girl or whatever and whatever. See, so they start asking questions about that and that kind of deal. So it hasn't been as negative as more curiosity.
You know what's funny? This is what I want. This is what I gotta get to. We'll get back to some more.
We'll go back to serious stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and for the viewers, again, you need to realize I'm best friends with him. I'm only making jokes because to make it a little lighter, but like, thank you for opening up. It's crazy what you've been through. But
I'm right here, I guess.
I'm 6'4", you know.
Yep.
I mean, how did you fuck? Like, the last time I asked Zah, I was like, how do you do it? He goes, and let's preface, he had a girl that was 6 foot. 6 foot. He's, how tall are you?
4'5". I was
about to say 5. 5. Jesus Christ.
4'5".
4'5".
I was about to give myself
a foot and a half is a lot. So, how does it even work? Because the last time I asked him, he's like, just use your imagination. I thought about Zah fucking for like 2 weeks. I'm like, all right, how does he swing around? So what? Explain this.
NSFW. Right. Doggy style. Your knees are, no, this ain't me. This is the girl, right? Your knees are on the ground. It's your femur, right? So my femur.
1 sec. I'm 6'4". We'll get up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I was actually gonna measure with my phone.
Yeah.
My femur has only got like what? An iPhone's length. Where's my iPhone? So we got one iPhone, that 1.5 iPhones, 2 iPhones we're working with. A normal person's femur is 1, 2, 3, 4 type of deal, right?
Wow.
So
You smell nice.
thank you. I showered just before I think so. I'm gonna do it off to the side so you can just see that it matches up.
So you.
I had to stand.
So you
Can't go. That's as I showed you. If I'm on my knees, I'm toast.
No, yeah, I'm tall. And you
Stand.
know what?
I had the strongest core. I had the strongest thighs in the game. I had the strongest core, strongest thighs in the game on the bed. Remember, that's an unstable surface. Unstable surface. People don't understand how much of a production sex is for a dwarf.
But you are a little stronger, I think, standing up.
Yeah,
I feel like that's a good thing for
strong
you.
core, strong core.
I think it's a positive thing because when you're on your knees as the taller man, it's I don't know, you don't got much like
strong core.
Here, you're like you got everything. You
strong
know?
core.
Wow. So that's doggy style.
Yep, and then missionary, a little tricky.
Yeah, that's what I was
that
gonna say.
That was a lot of. I was dealing with a lot of leg. So I can't really do the whole. Right, you can't really do the whole fucking. There's not much height.
A lot of leg.
Can't really do the whole put the leg on there because you'll put it there and then it'll go all the way back. So dealing with a lot of leg, right? So can't really do the standing up this way. So it was legs down this way. Unfortunately, not that much arm to work with. So we're like laying down. Boom. That's position 2. And I mean, I'm a pretty boring. Depending on how drunk I am, I'm pretty boring. It's usually those 2 positions. When I get a little when it's post Green Rock action, the post Green Rock action gets a little special treatment. We start doing like spinneroonies on the belly and stuff like that. Oh, look at me jumping around on the floor, but yeah, I mean, you make it work. Where there's a will, there's a saying in English. Where there's a will, there's a way. One of the annoying things.
Excuse my kitchen.
Cooking is annoying, right? So when you need leverage.
The grease, you cooked bacon before?
Yeah, bacon's easy. That too, you get birds and shit like that. Yeah, it's a hazard. It's more. I was talking about the.
Stirring?
What's going on? So stirring when you have like. Oh, mashed potatoes. Doing mashed potatoes. You know how you mash the potatoes?
Yeah.
So stuff you need leverage. So to do that kind of stuff, you need leverage over whatever you're doing. Mm-hmm. I really can't generate nothing with my hands being this high and all that.
You don't think about
cooking sucks.
You don't think about the struggles of mashing potatoes as a midget.
The next one, perfect.
True.
Actually, we have it right here. We have it right here in America. They do the elevated microwaves. The food item's here, right? Mm-hmm. It spins. You gotta time it until it comes back out here so I can reach and get it. If not,
oh my God,
I gotta add more seconds to send it back around so I can reach over there and get that.
Oh my God!
Literally, so it's tough on. It depends on what it is. If it's something smaller, I can't even see where it's at. So it's like literal guesswork. I have my microwaves timing down.
Put this in the microwave.
We go like this.
Yeah.
And then we're back.
I'm not doing that. Never mind. I have never thought of that. So you just gotta like, it's kind of a game though. What are you doing?
And we're back. That's the pace of my microwave. And we're back. So I can put something in, press go, look away.
So you're just walking around
and have
like
it timed.
this?
It'll be right there when I have it on thing. I have it on deck.
Bro. Okay, for the viewers, after we watch this, if this gets to 10K in 2 days, I want a video. I need anything of Za. I want a video of you timing that. That's crazy. I didn't even think of that. So now, I got a good shitter for you.
Perfect.
That's
actually, yours is nice.
This is Dana's. It's probably disgusting, but yeah, this is a low shitter.
Low, yeah, this is very low. Oh, actually, this is perfect.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
He's acting like he's never taken a shit and he's throwing up here every weekend.
So mine at home is probably. So mine, when I'm sitting on it, my feet are definitely dangling. So it's probably just a bit higher than this one, and that's the problem right there. So we're dangling like this, right? The fucking thing is here. This for us is a little bit further away. As you can tell, Fatso over here, I mean, is not in control much. I don't have much room to give, so if I lean forward too much, Aria, I'm toast. I'm absolute toast. Which I probably should get one of those
So
fucking.
you just sit there.
Bro,
fall naked in bed?
getting the tissue is a fucking, getting the tissue to wipe my ass is a mission. It's a risky mission right there.
That is risky.
So,
tell
the incident that people were asking, the when I was drunk.
This is an incident.
When I was
This will hurt you for a week in your head. It's like, I can't believe I'm disgusted like that. But keep going, Zach.
Blackout City, shout out Pat Light, Green Rock, went out. I think we drank a whole bottle of fucking Tito's. I got home. It was the next morning. Woke up. The most hungover I've ever been in life. Of course, when you're hungover, you have to shit and throw up. It just so happened, I don't know what the hell happened. I thought I had it. I thought I had it under control. I was on the shitter, taking a shit. And then all of a sudden, I needed to throw up. And as you can see, I can't reach shit. So the trash can was too far away for me to be able to grab it. Couldn't reach that. I have to throw up. I have no fucking choice but to say, what do I do? I'm shitting at the same time. Open up the legs right here. I was a bit bigger. Moved. I scooched to the back of the fucking thing. Scooched to the back of the thing. And just right there in between the legs.
No!
Almost fell forwards. So that's the pinwheel. Legendary pinwheel story. Courtesy of Green Rock. Oh, the one thing that people are like, yo, that's pretty fucking sick. I have a queen size bed, and I can sleep in any direction. I can sleep this way. I can go this way. I can go that way. I can go that way, and not touch the edge at any moment.
Come on. All right, this is a king bed.
This is perfect. Just like that. Yep. You see that? Boom. This way. We go this way. We can go this way. We can go that way. So yeah, some days, if you open my door in the morning, you'll find me sleeping this way. Some days you'll find me sleeping that way. You know, try to mix it up.
I fucking love you so much. Like if I'm like this, you know something's wrong.
Yeah, there you go. This is just some dude that walked in after a Green Rock night, but nah. Anyway.
This is why he's the best. So let's go back to like the serious stuff real fast.
Yeah.
When what were you saying before? Like when you got to your height.
What
happened with your legs?
So born with achondroplasia, right? So instead of why, you guys know what a bow leg. So instead of growing taller, right? This part, the tibia and the fibula bone would grow wider, right? So instead of me growing taller and getting vertical, my bows were getting wider and wider and wider and wider. Back in 2002, it was the summer of 2002, June 2002, I moved to the UK for a year and a half to get the surgery to correct, to surgically repair my bow leg. So it was the achondroplasia surgery that had 2 phases. The second phase was optional. So I had the choice of deciding whether I wanted to do the second phase or not. First phase was the was the limb straightening. So limb straightening. Let's do that. Limb straightening. What happened, right? As you can see, there's scars all over. Let's do that. There's scars all over my leg, right?
Holy shit.
3 big scars. These 3 big scars. My bone was broken in those 3 places. So they broke the bone right there. They broke the bone right there. They broke the bone right there.
Like they did that for the surgery?
For the surgery, yes, for the surgery. And then these other things that you see, so these big 3 ones, is the bone break. This big one here, and so this one here is the structural support thing. So what I had on my legs, I don't know if the people want to see, it's the Lil Zarov frames. That's what I had on my legs. So just to give Aria Marty some context on that, right? So they break the bone. Actually, keep this up. Break the bone right there. Drill. So they 3 pins. So 3 pins on the top, 3 pins on the top, 3 pins on the bottom. Bone broken there, right? They drill the pin through here, so it goes in through here and it comes out through here. Goes in through back here, comes out through there. Bro goes in through there, comes out there. One of the cool things, I was left with a little battle wound right here. They ripped my muscle. They ripped and tore the muscle, and now look at what I can do. Got a hole in my muscle. I flex the muscle. It's like a little.
What?
You can even, if you want to put your finger, it's like you get eaten.
Yeah, of course I want to put my finger there. Oh!
Alright,
You feel that? Do it again.
I can do it on the other side too. This one's the big one. This one's the one that they really fucked.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so
I sucked my finger in.
I just have no muscle there.
It's my finger.
This one's a baby one. It's a little one, but yeah, same idea.
Because they fucked it up.
Yeah, they just tore. You gotta rip the muscle. You go through the muscle.
Oh, they had to.
Yeah, it's unavoidable.
God, man.
But yeah, that was.
Shout out your family. Shout out you. That's crazy.
It was. I don't like sucking my own dick. Often, I never do. But
you don't.
I don't. I don't think. And not anyone can go through what I went through with this. It was harder on my mother. That's who actually in this situation. That's who I feel the worst for. Because I mean, she's yes, of course, I'm going through my shit, but then she's sitting there just watching her son cry, and she can't miraculously fucking wave a wand to make me 6'15" and straighten out my legs and get the fucking rings off the thing. So it's like it physically. So the physical pain, the physical aspect of it, of course, was painful. The mental aspect of it was tough, because not only what people need to realize too. People realize you're 12 years old, right? You're 12 years old. This was at the peak of my I thought it was the peak of my athlete career. So, doing swimming. I was playing cricket, first team this, first team that. Then all of a sudden, I have to just put all of that on pause. So school, right? I'm still in school and all that. Just had to stop that for a year, and then go to England, where I had no friends, no nothing. It was just me and my mom. My dad came over Christmas break, because I mean, of course, you have to keep working and all.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it was mentally, it was brutal.
Again, this video is not for Zod is not the person like feel bad for me. This is like raising awareness for it, and like people.
And I was the one that actually kind of asked Marty to do this, because I
would love to do it with you anyway. But it's just cool. Like, bro, you went through crazy life experiences. But from like you grew up at 15 years old.
Yeah.
And like you said, you're 40-year-olds who like, oh, I'm going through a little trouble, and they're freaking the fuck out and all that. It's like everyone's got their own problems. I'm not saying keep it in and figure it out yourself. You should go seek therapy. You should get help.
That's the route that I went, and
yeah,
probably not the route I should have, but
But it also made you who you are today.
Yeah, we're here now, and I'm fine.
I think when someone can make fun of themselves is my favorite thing in the world, because then you're self-aware. We've done midget videos. Mm-hmm. It's one of the best ones. But like it's
the transformations.
But it's probably pretty cool. Like you made your own fucking way at Barstool without even doing that. Like it was just like, that's how you got in.
Used it to get in, and
but it's like now you produce shows. You're literally on one of our biggest shows of like bringing soccer to even America. So It's something, man. I've lived as I always say. I tell everybody, you fuck with me, you'll learn a thing or two. And no joke though.
This journey of life has been.
Don't you think I have?
It's been fascinating.
Even just from you.
Yeah.
But
I hope. I hope.
Everyone's I'm always done whatever. Sure, you think whatever you want. But like I have, like grown up a little bit talking to you, because it's like, again, people think people do. I hate when people express like they're doing something good just so people think they're a good person. Mm-hmm. You know, it's the people that are doing good things without showing everybody.
Asking,
and if you show it, it's fine. Like I'm not saying like the Barstool
But
fund.
you shouldn't be doing
like the Barstool
picture.
Fund, right?
Do it because
like Dave did that himself, and we have such a big platform. It obviously helps to bring it out. Like that's what I like, where it's like people just I want to post this, and just because I'm doing something good now, everyone's Marty's a great person. I hate that shit. Mm-hmm. You don't do that ever. And you opening up is fucking crazy.
I hope the people. I hope people that watch this. I hope it actually can help. This conversation can help someone that's watching this that may have a loved one or someone that they know that does have, I don't want to say suffer, have dwarfism.
Because
has
also you're right.
yeah.
There's other people like even
there's a lot of
like in your family or whatever. Like you're not. No, I'm telling you, no one can sit down with someone that has dwarfism and be able to ask these questions.
Yeah.
Ever. And like, I know we had fun with it. Like the funny shit is it's also what we do at Barcelona. Trying to make it. I'm not gonna fucking be Oprah. I'm not gonna sit here and be Oprah. But like it is cool to help other people in these situations because I have never met anyone with dwarfism before I met you. I've never been in the same room, even talked to one, and I've just talked to you now, so I'm learning shit. And people, and if you have questions, you are
very open,
very open person.
Honestly,
like DM Za, and like he'll answer. You've done that. And also, if you're like drunk at 2 a.m. on TikTok Live, he'll probably be talking about
hop on there too. We'll talk about that on there too. But yeah, more importantly, it's more because as I was just thinking about it when you said it. So I've seen personally. I only know one other dwarf, of which I met through Barstool. Shout out Connor.
Really?
At the Clown Town. He's a big Barstool fan. We were at the Clown Town thing together.
Oh yeah.
We just chat. We chat from there. But and I know a shit ton of people too. That's what I'm saying. So it's like if I only know one, there's definitely people out there. There's people out there that that will know like I do. Will know someone that has dwarfism and. Yeah. This will help you in being able to. I'm hoping this will be able to help you in being able to support them through whatever they if they're going through some shit to support them through whatever.
First of all, give me a hug. I fucking love you. I really do.
Oh, no, that's
You're
all
the
good.
best.
It's all good. Thank you, man. If you drop a like.
Yeah, drop a like, subscribe, follow the Midget Zimbo on TikTok.
That's the one I need.
Twitter, Instagram, he's all on there. Seriously, Za's the best person I know. Like, outside world, he fucking helps out everybody without even asking me. He is one of my best friends for a reason. So go out, check out Za, my guy. Thank you.
Boom. Alrighty.
See you next week.